Hey everybody, good morning or good afternoon. Well, probably evening if you're watching this in Australia or New Zealand. Good night, or actually that's not a greeting, right? If you're on the West Coast and you're up at midnight to watch episode number 6 with me here in Europe, where it is 9 o'clock in the morning, or 8 o'clock if you're in the UK, to watch the penultimate episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Man, what a ride it has been. A series that was so different from what we expected. And yet unique in its kind, different from The Mandalorian. Although I have to say, with last week's episode, yes, that really came together. And I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with that story thread that they introduced last week. I think this is going to be epic. Because an episode like last week, they don't do that just by accident. They have a plan, and I think I have an idea where this is going. I think they're going to broaden the story. Maybe this will also impact, almost certainly will impact the next season of The Mandalorian, but I think it will also impact the ending of this series. What will happen to Boba Fett? Is he going to stay there on Tatooine, or is there something else going on that they're setting up here? We will see. And there's only one way to find out, and that is, of course, watching the episode. So let's see if Disney has already posted it. As usual, if you're watching this after the fact, you can still sync up with the episode and watch it with me and hear my comments during the show, because I will do a countdown and then there will be a timer. So if there's any interruption, you will always be able to know where I am in the episode and kind of fast forward to that. So what I'm going to do is queue up the website here in front of me and look at the page for the Book of Boba Fett. I hope you are having the episode right in front of you. And yes, it is waiting for us. Chapter 6, 48 minutes, a little bit shorter than last week, but almost, regular length. Mysteries are explored, and Boba Fett learns new information. New information that pertains to what? I think this is going to be new information about who is truly behind what's going on Tatooine right now, who his true nemesis is going to be. We see a kind of vague thumbnail of, again, the sanctuary with a protocol droid attending to a table, maybe taking orders. That is kind of, the droids are being devaluated here on Tatooine. R2D units R2 units are used to serve drinks. Protocol droids are just used there to take orders. That's kind of weird. So as usual, the thumbnails don't give anything away. We don't want that because, of course, we don't want to be spoiled at all. I'm going to switch my headphones, by the way, because otherwise I won't be able to hear the audio of the TV show, which is coming from my PC, whereas I'm streaming this with my Mac. So let's put that on. Hope you can still hear me all right. And as usual, during the show, won't really pay that much attention to the comments because I will be too, entranced by the Star Wars episode. But afterwards, we will talk a little bit more about what we saw. And of course, I'd love to hear your opinions as well. So good morning, everyone. Hope you're ready for it. Let's do the countdown. Let's turn on the stopwatch for those of you that are watching a little bit later. And I know that many of you are doing that, so thank you for that. By the way, before we continue, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. That helps me out a big deal. All right, let's do the countdown. Are you ready for it? I'm so excited. Hopefully the overall volume of my audio is okay. All right. I'm going to bring this up right in front of me. Normally, I just load the video, and then I kind of scroll back to the beginning. And then we're going to do the countdown. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. See the armorer back. You see there's a religious crossroads here for Mando. He's going to adhere to the creed of his youth, or take these new values to guide him. Oh, so the Sanctuary is going to play a role here in this episode. Pike Syndicate. Preparing for war, so apparently Tatooine is very important for the spice trade. And here we're making the bridge to the muscle that he's hiring. Yes, the Mandalorian is back. I hope we will see him in action. No! Pay a visit to the little friend. Please, 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 please show us the little friend. Something tells me that we're not going to see him. Skip intro. Do you think we're going to see Grogu? Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm good either way. I'm preparing myself for disappointment. If we don't see Grogu, then we'll have something to look forward to in The Mandalorian. If he returns, we also know that Grogu is going to stay with Luke. Oh my gosh. Please, 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 Grogu. Oh, Tatooine. We're back on Tatooine, so I guess no Grogu. Oh, I love this shot. Panning down to the moisture evaporators. And here are the pikes. Ooh, they've got the ice machine. Again. Ah. Oh! Cobb's back! Awesome! Oh, this might be another one who's going to join the final fight. Don't you think? The Mos Pelgo territories. I don't think we've ever heard that name before. The Marshal is back. Oh, that is so cool. I'm so glad that he's back. It's such a great character. Now, the Pikes are not very communicative. Just standing there. Oh, I love that. So it's basically, I'll let you go. I'll let you off with a warning. Get the heck out of here. I think they're going to fight. Yes. Oh, awesome. He's such a great cowboy. No, I don't think this is a flashback. This must be after he gave his the armor back to Boba. There's another one who claims kind of a territory on Tatooine. And we hear that this is elsewhere. This is not in the area of Mos Espa. Oh. What did he just say? Is more than about your town? Definitely an old gunslinger vibe. I love how they keep including that ice maker machine from Empire Strikes Back. Oh, love that. Oh, that's an old land speeder. You see how wonky it was? Even the audio of the land speeder is like an old model. What's in that chest? Are we going to find out something important? Or is it just spice? I don't think it's spice. Yeah, it's spice. Oh, boy. There it is. Yep. Yeah. Blowing in the wind. So, yeah, it is all about spice. From the desert comes a stranger. Okay. I need you to do some research. Where does that title come from? Oh, cool. Yes. Yes. The Mandalorian is going to meet our little friend. Oh, please. Oh, wow. Check that out. What a gorgeous shots. He's clearly used to the The flying now. Oh my gosh, look at that dashboard. Yes! Oh! Oh, R2? R2 is back! R2 is back! Oh my gosh! Are we going to see Luke? Of course we're going to see Luke. Oh my gosh, R2 is back! Oh! Well, that's another little friend I wanted to see. Oh my gosh. This looks like Javin, but I'm not sure. Looking for Skywalker? Oh, seriously? Grogu. Oh, what if the kid is not there anymore? No, 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 no. Lead the way. Oh, thank the maker. I love the humming that R2 always does. What is that? Whoa! Check that out. That's another Lego set. I love this environment with the bamboo. I think this is going to make a lot of cosplayers in the Netherlands very happy. Oh, look at all those spider droids. Sweet. He's building the temple. No, this is on the island. This is on the island. And we see how they make this old temple, which actually used to be an old hermitage for monks, for Catholic monks. Oh, that's where I recognize those mountains from, but they recreated this. Oh, that is so cool. Droid. Check that out. That is so fantastic. He's powering off? What's going on with R2? So he's building this well, basically Luke's training center? What are they making there? Like a table? A bench? Just sit there? Please take a number. What's going on? This is so unexpected. R2 is completely dead. Or playing dead. Yeah, he's got to sit. It's like Luke searching Yoda, and then, he can't find him. There's just this little weird green guy. Of course, heightening the anticipation. So in the Netherlands, there is this castle that has a bamboo forest, which is used by a lot of cosplayers, also Star Wars cosplayers. So you can imagine that they're super happy. Wow, that looks like the Shire with the little tree. Yes, there he is. Oh. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, that looks so real. That's just Luke. A one-eyed frog. Oh, that's his lunch. He's distracted. And he's... My goodness, that looks so real. Oh, he's using the Force to grab a snack. I love it. Oh, oh, this is already my favorite episode of the series. I mean, seriously, that just is Mark Hamill. I mean, how did they do that? Man, they made so much progress since the last when Luke appeared at the end of The Mandalorian. I was like, you can tell that it is CGI. Here, I can't tell anymore. I mean, this is so real. Unbelievable. Again, Lucasfilm is pushing the boundaries of what is possible. And now I am convinced that they're going to bring back young Han Solo as well. Maybe even Lando. They can do anything now. If they can do this, seriously, I'm blown away. And yes, they did hire remember the X-Wing pilot that we saw last week? The younger one? Oh, check that out. He is actually the guy Lucasfilm hired to do the deepfake work, apparently on Luke. It's glorious. But I also love how much Luke is in control and such a master now. Don't you just love this interaction? I bet you they asked Mark Hamill to do the voice. Oh, this is glorious. Oh my gosh. But his voice sounds younger as well. He's speaking riddles just like Jesus. Yeah, it's definitely a younger voice compared to the voice of Mark Hamill now, which is more gravelly. Just oh my gosh. Is he going to do the Vulcan thing? Remember. Oh, wow. So he goes... Are we going to see his origin? No way. Oh, this is stunning. We go straight back to the era of the Clone Wars. And this is after Order 66, of course. And now they're going to... So after Order 66, the Jedi were protecting Grogu. Oh my gosh, just look at that. That is Mark Hamill. How do they do this? Insane. Oh my gosh, this is the best Lucasfilm has ever done. This is so amazing. Oh, he's just sleeping. He made himself a bed. R2 is back up. No! Ahsoka is back too! Holy moly! Wow! This is so cool! Oh my gosh, that interaction between R2 and Ahsoka is fantastic. Yeah, they're totally building up to the sequels. Grogu is the first student. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's not allowed to see Grogu? Uh-oh. Did something happen? No. Oh. This whole idea of letting go of attachments, of course, is very Jedi-like. But loyalty is very Mandalorian. So detachment versus attachment. That's deep. I don't control the wants of others. Oh, I'm having my internet connection stops. So I'm gonna stop the timer here for a second. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop it for 3 seconds. A little hiccup. I have a hiccup in my internet connection. So my reactions may be a tiny little bit delayed. This never happens. There's the gift. That's the chainmail armor, probably. So is he a foundling Mandalorian, or is he Padawan Jedi? So that's the choice they were setting up in these previews. This is so lovely. Actually, I may not be surprised if this is actually on Disney's end, that the stream was stopping. Because millions of people are watching this at the same time. Oh, so this is so beautiful. Mando wants to see Grogu, but it's going to make it so hard for Grogu to fully focus on his training, and now he's got to make a decision to let go of Grogu. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh man. I'm so sad. That music. You hear the flute. Oh man, this is pulling on the heartstrings so much. Oh, and then he's leaving. Oh. Oh, there's another internet hiccup. Stream stops again. Okay, pressing this. Yes, this must definitely be on Disney's end. Oh my. Okay, I've stopped the timer, so you can stop as well. We're gonna wait for the stream to return. This is the first time that this ever happens to me, and I'm on fiber, so yeah. I think Disney servers are overloaded. Does any one of you have these issues? I'm so glad I have this timer so we can sync back up. Oh, but man, for real? Okay, I'm at currently the stream stopped at minute 19:17 seconds, and it's completely stopping right now. Michiel's stream is fine. I'm just going to press pause here on the video. So 1917, that's where we will start again, which means I was already a bit delayed. And I'm going to take a look at my internet connection. Hold on. This is what you get when you do live streaming, right? Let's see what's going on. Network internet settings. Apparently there seems to be something went wrong. Yeah, so I get that's interesting. I get an error message from Disney, not from my own internet provider. And I think if I do a test, this should be fine. Get help. No, it's just connected. There's nothing wrong with my internet. So this is on Disney's end. Because it tells me to contact Disney if this happens again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly refresh my window. And maybe if I reset the connection that I have with the Disney servers, this will be better. So sorry about this, because this is, of course, not very useful if you're watching this live with me and then you have to wait. Again, that has never happened before. So I'm just going to reload the page. Oh, and there we are. Yeah. So this is good. Looks like I'm back. Okay, so my timer is at 1925. I'm not sure if I can reset that timer. Probably not. Yeah, I can reset. Well, maybe you can do it like this. No, that doesn't help. So I'm going to restart my own timer on the screen as soon as the video is back at 19 minutes and 25 seconds. Sorry about all of this, but again, well, this happens. And I also noticed that my streaming software is now kind of crashing, or it's very slow. So yeah, the dark side of the Force is taking over this connection. I'm going to just stop all my other apps. As you know, I'm on a very, very old computer here, which is okay. That I closed the browser. That's probably enough. All right, let's do this again. So I'm gonna restart the timer. I'm currently at 19 minutes 16 seconds. I'm gonna restart the timer on the screen when we're back on sync. And here we go. We're back. Oh, it's so cute. The puppeteering of Grogu is, again, so good. Let's see you jump. Oh, he's going to learn how to jump? Like Yoda did? Remember Yoda was doing all the jumping in the prequels? Oh, he's going to do the Force jumping. This is so cool. Oh. Just the acting. I mean, how gutsy is this to do like half of the episode with a character that is just CGI. Well, partially CGI. Oh my gosh, he's doing the same jumps that he did on Dagobah. This also has a lot of... Oh, cool! This has also a bit of the same vibe as Rey's training. And you know what I love? This is the happy Luke. This is still in his prime when he's filled with hope. The Force theme, you heard that? Oh my gosh. This is the best thing that happened since the Return of the Jedi. Oh no, he's not going to fall into the water, is he? Oh, he's balancing on one foot. Karate Kid. Remember that? How cute is this? Oh, this is so the Karate Kid. Oh boy. Lightsabers. This is the first time we see lightsabers in The Mandalorian. Well, actually, we saw them in the flashback, of course, with the Jedi. Now he needs to stay focused, of course. He gets it. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, the little training droid. Now, how is Grogu going to fight the training remote? Because he has no lightsaber. That sound, you know, the metal sound? They must have used computer technology also to change the voice of Luke. My goodness, this is so brilliant. Oh, no. Always get back up. Some Rocky vibes here. He did the jump. That's how he learns to jump. Oh my gosh. Just like the frogs, actually. Oh, wow. They totally solved his mobility problem. And this is so cool that they harken back to Yoda's jumping in the Imperial Senate, which looked always a bit kind of awkward to me. Like, that is so not Yoda to be jumping around like that in his fight with the Emperor, or, well, the Senator. And now we see that this is actually quite common because, well, they're frog-like, so it makes sense for them to do the jumping. So they're kind of retconning a lot of stuff that George Lucas did in a nutshell. And then, but here they give it so much more oomph. He just destroyed the drone. Luke is like, good, I need to order a new one. They're seriously doing just on-screen acting between these two actors. Student guides the master. I really love this portrayal of Ahsoka. I actually think that she's better here than in, for instance, Star Wars Rebels, where Ahsoka's too serious, too distant. Here she smiles and she's got a bit more kind of like warmth to her character. Yeah, so much like your father. Oops. Don't mention the father. This is setting up something interesting. The possibility that Grogu becomes actually a bit like Anakin. Trust your instincts. First thing that Luke learns when he's in his X-Wing heading to the Death Star. That was so powerful. I seriously cannot believe that I'm looking at an episode, a TV episode that has Luke Skywalker in it. And this is what so many fans wanted to see in the sequels, and that's why they were so disappointed. And here we get to see it in a TV show, and it's everything we could ever hope for. But I never thought we would see this. This is insanely good, what they're doing with this series. And again, we see this extended version of the palace. That was just heartbreaking that he gave up his own fatherly feelings for Grogu, letting him go basically to go to seminary. That's it, you know? It's kind of a bit what Jesus also says, you know, you have to leave your father and mother if you want to be with me. Leave everything behind. But then we always see it from the perspective of the pupil, of the seminarian. Now we get to see the other perspective of the parent that has to let go of the child. Oh, the punks are back. At least some of our fans will have something to complain about in this episode. What is he doing there? Oh, he's still a prisoner. He's still in chains. This is also classic Star Wars where they gather around a hologram. That nod. Totally Return of the Jedi in Jabba's palace. You know, that little nod towards... Or is it Empire? No, it's a Return of the Jedi. It's the Boba Fett nod. Foot soldiers. Interesting. Who's going to help him? Who are the foot soldiers? Whoa, seriously. Oh, the head of the crate dragon. And they're carrying it as a trophy. No, they're going to use the Jawas as foot soldiers? Oh, don't you just love that? How they use that enormous head of the crate dragon as their big trophy? Or is this just like a little joke? Oh my gosh, they're just like waving. Oh, yeah. Who is this again? Have we seen him before? It's another Marshal. Look at that ship. Of course, that's a real ship. Like a physical prop. Yeah, there's a new Marshal in town. Oh, the deputy. And there's the Marshal. How cool. They have that same cowboy outfit. That is so nice. Again, the little Boba nod. Is that an Naboo starfighter? Oh. Where's the little guy? Oh. You know what? There is a bit of a difference between armor and Grogu. Can I buy you a drink? Whoa. Look at the decoration of this place. Again, with the Krayt Dragon remains. That is so cool. It makes so much sense that they would use the leftover carcass for stuff like this. You know, I'm still thinking foot soldiers, Tusken Raiders. It doesn't make sense to use the Java for that. Freetown. Ah. City versus countryside. It's strange that they changed the name, the Moss something something name, which is probably kind of the native name, to something that sounds a bit more Western. Big smile of yours. Oh my gosh. I love how he's using his old alliances, because Boba Fett hired Mando. Mando is using his network, so it's all coming together. Gonna do a town meeting. Ah, interesting. So he's going to tell them probably the implications, because he knows that this is the Pike Syndicate is behind this. So he can't really stay away from this big fight that is coming, because this is going to affect the entire planet. So he can't be an isolationist. No! 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 They're going to bring him back? Bane? I did not expect him to do this. Oh my gosh. Cad Bane. No. I totally said that, no, they're not going to do this. This is too much. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the all-time favorite episode of every Star Wars fan on the planet. It is Cad Bane. It's him. It is totally him. Holy cow. Oh, it is him. Oh my gosh. Seriously? And it's so well done with the whole gunfight moment thing. Yes! Yes! This is insane! On his face is not as blue. And of course he works for the bad guys. Look at the animation of the face. Uh-oh. Stay out of that. He's gonna get killed. Oh, wow. You know what? The skin color, that was why I thought they would never do it in real life, because it's just too blue. And oh, wow. And it totally works. Good grief, look at that animation. Is that animation or is that real? Is that a mask? Whoa. This is like taking the character and putting it up like 100 levels in creepiness and. Oh no, we're gonna have a fight. Oh, is he gonna get killed? No, they're not gonna do that, right? Oh, I think he's gonna get killed. Who's gonna draw first? And then this is just brilliant. Oh no. Without the armor. Oh! Oh! Oh, I knew it! Oh, no. Oh, golly. Oh, man. They didn't. Oh, he may still be alive. Can someone call a doctor? Yeah, Matt Pack. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he is still alive. Oh, thank goodness. And now he actually rallies everyone against the Pikes, of course. So this is even better than the talk he was going to do, because now they tried to kill their favorite sheriff. Oh, wow. Okay, the Pikes are there. Which, isn't it? It's crazy how they level up the stakes here. Like, everybody has a personal beef with these Pikes now. We don't serve your kind in here. What an episode. I mean, seriously. That music is terrible. It's like 80s. Or 80s or 90s terrible music. Ah. That's one cool protocol droid, by the way. Looks like an older model of C-3PO. Why are they walking out again? Oh. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh. School is ready. We're back with Grogu. These are my favorite scenes since Return of the Jedi. Handing over the armor. It's like another rite of passage, of course. It's like, being ordained a deacon, and then you get your first stole and alp. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it's a reminder of the Mandalorian. A choice. Lightsaber? Lightsaber? Yes, lightsaber! Oh my gosh! He made a little tiny little lightsaber. He's going to choose the lightsaber, I tell you that. So, the choice they were setting up between Jedi, Mandalorian, and Grogu gets to choose. Oh my! Grogu gets to choose. And that's so Jedi. Oh, this is classic mythology. You have to choose your your allegiance. First students in the academy. Oh, what a conundrum. Oh no. You may never see the Mandalorian again. He's gonna pick the chainmail. This is a bit like the elves, in Lord of the Rings, where they know that they're going to live much longer than anyone else. And so he's going to lose the Mandalorian over time. So is he going to choose the Force, the eternal Force, or this personal human attachment or attachment to this human? We're not going to see him choose. Are we going to see him choose? No. They're going to keep that. Yes, I knew it. That's the best cliffhanger ever. Oh, my goodness. Seriously, Lucasfilm. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. This is the best Star Wars we've seen since the Return of the Jedi. Oh, wow. Oh, that choice. How are they going to resolve all this in one episode? The artwork is, again, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. That was the most brilliant thing ever. And I have to say the music also was the best I've heard since John Williams in this particular episode. I mean, it's always been a bit different from the music that we were used to in the movies and in the animated series. But this blends these two styles together. It brings back the Force theme. It's doing so much. I mean, I love the previous episode and for what it did, but this is like content for 5 episodes crammed into one. This could have been a movie. And that choice, that impossible choice between the values of the Mandalorian and the values of the Jedi. And you know what I love is also that Mando really sacrificed himself or sacrificed his own feelings in order to make sure that Grogu has a free choice. My gut feeling tells me that he's going for Mando. And you know why? Because of the ship, the Naboo starfighter. There is this little cockpit that needs Grogu. But I also want to see him as a Jedi. You know what? I can almost see them. I think why can't he do both? Just first go back to Mando. And then when he grows older, it can still become a Jedi. Why not? I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm listening to the music. That's why I keep talking. But whoa, my goodness, that was oh my gosh. It's too much. It's too much. My heart. You know what? I was thinking of doing a spoiler-free reaction video, but I could just take this video and just take out all the reactions, the reaction moments, and just chain that up. Choose the sword and join me. Choose the ball and join your mother in death. An homage to Lone Wolf and Cub. Yeah, it's actually a trope in many stories. Oh. But yes. Oh my gosh. This was quintessential Star Wars. I'm reading through your comments here. But Cad Bane, he is so vicious. We've seen him before in the Clone Wars, of course. But this was Cad Bane in it, like, to the next level. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we all agree this was unbelievable. Why should he choose? A lot of you are asking. This is because being a Jedi requires total commitment. This is basically the same that is asked of us priests. It's like choose a family, having children, being married, or choose a celibate life where you dedicate yourself entirely to God and you have that relationship with God, who is eternal. And it's the same conundrum, and there are exceptions to the rule where sometimes a friend of mine was married and worked as a pastor in the Protestant church, and then he became a Catholic, and then he was ordained a priest. So there are exceptions, but in general, this is or someone who's entering a monastery. It's the same question: what do you choose? So it's all about total commitment. And that makes sense because we're talking about both the Mandalorian way and the Jedi way as religious ways. These are metaphors of religious choices. And in this case, also Mando has stepped away from his faith that is also very, you can never take off your mask, so you can never truly be human. And he chooses attachment and, the values of friendship and love and the fact that he took off his helmet, he broke the rules. So now he's an outcast, and I think that Grogu's probably going to do the same, where he's going to have to step away from the Jedi, his folk, in order to join this Lone Ranger, and because they belong together. I think we can all agree. Boba. No, not Boba. I keep saying Boba, but Mando is only half the person without Grogu, and Grogu in a similar way. I mean, he's hugely talented, but think of Luke, who stepped away from his training on Dagobah. Why? Because his attachment to his friends was more important to him. And in that sense, maybe the student guides the master in that respect, in terms of values. So I think it would be, the more I think of it, the more logical it is that Grogu is going to choose for Mando. So because it's these two characters are too similar. It's strange because we're talking about, you could have two more dissimilar characters, but they belong together. And so it makes sense. But they both have to give up so much in order to be together. I mean, isn't that the most amazing story thread ever? Hats off. Hats off to the writers. Hats off to everyone at Lucasfilm. I couldn't be more impressed. Oh, what an episode. So much thematic depth. Crazy, you could write a book about this. All right, it is time for me to wrap things up. Sorry about the technical glitch. But in a way, this could have worked probably as well. You may have seen already what was coming, and then you're waiting for my reaction to the same thing. Oh my gosh, what a great day to be a Star Wars fan. I love this universe. I love these stories. And yeah, and I can relate. Because this story is also about me and the choices I made in my life. This is about you and the choices that you make in your life. This is about such fundamental themes. And that is why Star Wars is one of the most brilliant stories of our time. Amazing. Amazingly awesome. This was a love letter to us fans. Yes. People just cried, sharing that they cried, and oh my gosh, I don't want this story to end, actually. And gosh, yeah, Boba is not in this episode very much either, but it's all preparing us for the big finale. But because Boba in itself he's not that important. He's like Moses. He's the leader. He is taking the lead, but it's all about the people that follow him and how they come together. That is the real story of Moses. Again, Moses is nothing without the people following him and without God. And it's parallel to this. Boba Fett is nothing without the people that he gathers, his family, his friends, and those foot soldiers. I want to see the Tusken Raiders back in the last episode, if there's one thing I can add to the wish list. But, oh my gosh, Star Wars is back. I don't think it ever went anywhere. But I think it's just stunning how they keep deepening and adding layers to the story. This is also very much what you see in biblical writing. You know, the stories that we finally end up reading in the Bible are filled with layers, narrative layers, where every new generation would add context, subcontext. They would use their own situation and weave that into stories that happened decades ago. And that is why the Bible is so deep. There's so many layers of experience, emotional depth, spiritual depth that are added to the story, and that's exactly what Star Wars is doing here. We are witnessing the making of a new mythology, and it's such a meta thing that's happening, but it teaches us so much about storytelling in general and about how our biblical stories came about, how mythology evolved, and think of how the Romans, you know, the Latin culture took the existing mythology of the Greeks and started to add layers and change it a little bit and reframing it and adding new perspectives and now Star Wars is taking those old mythology stories and adding even more layers, and it's just amazing. What a time to be alive. Oh wow. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. Or sleep well. I know I'm glad that I watched this in the morning, because I don't know if I could sleep well after seeing this episode. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. It's great to experience this. I'd love to see this in a theater with all of you. But this is given the circumstances, this is definitely second best. Because Star Wars is something you need to experience as a community. And I'm glad you're part of my little Star Wars community. So talk to you all. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And stay tuned, because I need to talk about this in more videos here on this channel. Take care. God bless.